Day 5, my acting vlog. So this time we actually had Neil O'Neill come and teach us, which was fantastic. I had the pleasure of having a class with him back at Whopper, which was really great. And yeah, he's got a fantastic way of working and teaching, which is a no bullshit kind of way, which is also really great. It was interesting because from the previous week with Wayne's redirection, who he kind of like said, you can do Guskin with the actions just as well as with the words. So when it says there, bang the hood, it doesn't have to be a bang, it can be a tapping. So I kind of like rethought about how I wanted to approach it this time, and with also the recommendation of trying a different animal like Komodo dragon. I did my research, looked into these beautiful animals, and decided I'd take a different approach, a bit more like the toying with the prey kind of. And it was interesting, so didn't tell Neil about it, and just went for it, which was great. And I thought he said, "Who wants to sing?" And so I straight away put my arm in the air, but he actually had said, "Who wants to do the scene?" And thanks to his accents, I didn't get that, so I was the first one up. Anyway, it was good, gave it a go, and yeah, played it a lot more. I guess was more devious and like toying with my prey. And feedback though, interestingly, then was too relaxed, too comfortable. Nothing to work against, and in the moment, I was a bit not frustrated is the wrong word, but it was like, okay, well, I've taken a different approach, and then Neil kind of like said, like, what do you think? You're angry. You're angry. It's as simple as that. So be angry, and which obviously I'd done this scene a few times, and I thought, oh, okay, well, I've done the shouting bit, but then Wayne has said, shouting takes all your power away, but Neil was like, nah, go for it, like you guys shout, keep going. And so we did the scene again, and going into it, my first reaction was like, okay, shout. But then I figured, well, it doesn't matter what I prepared. Neil wants to try something else, he's directing us differently, so we go with that, and that goes. So just did it, so took the approach of like, it's had enough, she's done a stupid show, and just that's it, that is it. And we sure enough did it, it built up quite well, and we both really got there, so that we were both going against each other, and he stopped us at the moment of the wait a minute, which I kind of like felt in the past has like fallen flat a bit, and he kind of like interjecting, was like, that comes over each other, like you're repeating yourself because she's not listening, she keeps on talking, or she's walking away. And so it was she said her line, and I came in, wait a minute, I don't deserve this, and she kept on talking, and then I said, wait a minute, and he said, keep going, and then it came out, and it's like, wait a minute, god damn it. And that's when it like clicked to me, and I was like, oh yes, of course, like now that works. That's why I'm finally saying, wait a minute, god damn it, now you listen to me. And so that was really interesting. And again, how you really have to see the script, and not just line, but how obviously they can't write it any other way. So how is it actually coming out, or take the liberty to do that. It doesn't always have to be my line, your line. Whereas obviously with film, it is a bit the delicacy of, if you have the soundy that needs the sound, the clean line. So I think you think, oh no, I always have to wait for your line, then my line, then your line. So that was a good one, good to bring back. And then got to the end bit again with the slamming, and I didn't. I also, like Wayne had said, held back. But again, then Neil was like, nah, you go for it. Like, you were to the point where you grab a throat, and he actually like grabbed a scene partner's throat, like, acting, but looked intense, and that's where come to my next point, where he was saying the script will tell you the actions, but like your execution has to be the way it is. If you can't like stick to, I now have to bang the wall or so, and it doesn't feel right, then you shouldn't do it. But if you feel like, yeah, I'm gonna strangle her, then you do that. And he said as well, like in auditions, don't stick to the script. Like if it says they stand behind the chair, sit down on the chair, or something like that. And so I'm curious with that one, because at the same time, doesn't it then as well mean, well, this person can't follow directions, also can't follow directions in the script, can't follow scene actions. So, or is it just make a choice and do your thing, and they will redirect you if they want to stick to that action, and then you just do it again, but you've shown them a different way. So that would be interesting to hear your thoughts on it. And the other one was that was pretty much it. Playing with opposites, going against things, and it was obviously, Neil kind of like told the story of like how drunk plays not drunk, and everybody else always plays drunk. And so it's again what Wayne had said previously as well, is that playing against the opposite. Yeah, don't play the obvious choice. See how that would be. I remember when we had our first acting class with Wayne, and somebody played a druggie who had drugs up their bum, and they were trying to get them out. And they were constipated in the scene. So he said, well, how about if it was, you're trying to get him out, you got diarrhea, so you're trying to hold him in. The scene won't play differently, but it looks as if it is. So yeah, I think that's always an interesting one to look at. So challenges are a really great one. My scene partner, Jess, she kind of like has a little tick where she'll like look away from you, and we'd established like if she does that, you say, look at me. And we were in the scene, and she was doing it, and this time I actually was like look at me, and it was really good. Like it did work well in the scene, and obviously because it's an argument, so it was good to be in it and be focused on her, to see what was going on and keep going. So that was a good experience. Yeah. So going forward, I'm keen on toying with trying a bit more character with this. Like I've kind of like now just done it and just focused on the lines and the listening. So maybe now would be a good one to really see like what would he wear, how would he walk, and how would he carry himself. So more the physicality of things, and also voice. So I'm keep on thinking like this is an American guy, and I mean it can be anybody, but I kind of like want to give it a go, and just see how that feels, and what happens there, with the scene. So yeah, we'll see what happens this Thursday. And see you soon. Have a good night.